Baruch Hashem, we're starting the Torah all over again. Sefer Bereshit, Parashat Bereshit. Be'ezrat Hashem should bless us to a year of sweet Torah, to go mal in our Torah, to Chidushei Torah, to Amkuta Torah. Be'ezrat Hashem, we should have an unbelievable deep year of Torah learning this year. So I saw a beautiful idea in the very first piece in the Pituchei Chotam of the Abir Yaakov, Abu Chatzera. So he discusses this concept of the Torah being created with the letter Bet. So he says as follows in the Bereshit Bara Elokim, he says, if Shar Lirmoz B'Akdim B'Masha Katav Bo Zohar Kadosh, he starts with the Zohar Kadosh. The Kesheratza Kadosh Baruch Hu Livro Et Ha'olam Alua Otiot Lemafreya. He says that when Hashem wanted to create the world, says the Zohar Kadosh. In the footnote over here, they quote the Zohar. It's also in the Midrash of Otiot Rabbi Akiva. That the letters came in a backwards order. That they came first the letter Taf, then the letter Shin, then the letter Reish, then the Kuf. They came backwards. Kol Achat Omeret Bi Nivra Ha'olam. Everyone says to Kadosh Baruch Hu, create the world through me. I'm the best one to create the world. Taf made its case, and then Shin made its case, then Reish made its case. V'lo ila shum achad mehem ad ot bet. And none of them, says the Zohar, says the Midrash, none of them were able to make a good case until we came to the letter Bet. And when the Bet came along, he made a good case. If you actually look at the Zohar and the Midrash, the Bet makes the case that Hashem, Bet, I'm the language of beracha. They're going to bless me. They're going to bless you, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, through me, through the letter Bet. And HaKadosh Baruch Hu says, you know what? That's a really good case. Miyad kibel HaKadosh Baruch Hu mimenu, says the Midrash. V'amar lo Baruch haba b'shem Hashem ubara bo et olamo. Bebet shenemar Bereshit bara Elohim. And Hashem accepted the argument of the letter Bet, and Hashem created the world with the letter Bet. But the Midrash goes on and says that the letter Aleph, v'nishara ot Aleph, the Aleph itself never came. V'amar la HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and Hashem spoke to the little letter Aleph. B'pnei ma lo alit, why didn't you come up? Actually, in the language of the Midrash and the Zohar is even more beautiful. Hashem says, Aleph, why didn't you come and make your case? V'amralo, Ribono shel olam, says the Pituchei Chotam. The Aleph responds, Ra'iti kol ha'otiyot lo ho'ilu. I saw all the other letters didn't work, so I was going to make a case. Ve'od harei natata gdula lebet. And then also I saw that Hashem, you gave the gdula, you made Bet the great letter. You created the world with the Bet. V'amelech shenatan gdula le'echad me'avadav lo yavirena mimena v'yidina le'acher. And he said it's not proper. Once you already gave the kavod to one, to now transfer it to a different servant. I guess it's kind of whole hints over here. I think we had this concept of humility throughout Bereshit. Na'aseh Adam. Hashem spoke to the angels to create the world. Hashem tells the moon, make yourself smaller. Then because the moon argued you can't have people sharing a crown. Here also the Bet is saying, Hashem, you already made Bet, your great Eved. So Aleph is saying, I wasn't even going to come forward. It wasn't worth it to even come up there. Amar la HaKadosh Baruch Hu, says the Pituchei Chotam. Hashem responds to the letter Aleph. Ho'il umi'atet atzmech, since you made yourself smaller, since you humbled yourself, eselach kedula, I'm going to make you really great. Hayichud sheli lo yeh elabach, the oneness of myself, which I see the footnote here says refers to the Torah. I thought it had to do with the achdut of Hashem. The kol hacheshbonot bach yatchilu, and all counting will start with you. Zeu ikar divrei Zohar Kadosh. This is the main part of the Zohar, says the Pituchei Chotam. In the Midrash, Hashem adds that I am one, just like I am one, just like the Torah is one, so too you are one, and you're very, very special, Aleph. You think you're not so special because part of the argument in the Midrash, the Aleph said, everybody else is ribui, everybody else has a lot. Bet is 2, Gimel is 3. I'm only a single one. So Hashem says, yeah, you're the one, but you're the start. You're the echad that starts everything, just like I'm that initial one. Now, actually, beautiful in the footnote here, it brings down the Tikkun Zohar, asks, why did the letters come in backwards order? Why was it Taf, Shin, Reish? Why not go Aleph, Bet, Gimel? Why are we going backwards? So he explains that according to the Mekubalim, when the letters come in backwards, that is Din, and when they come in Aleph, Bet, Gimel, that is Rachamim. And we know that originally, HaKadosh Baruch Hu wanted to create the world with Din. That's why Tishrei, Taf, Shin, Reish, Tishrei, the first letters of Tishrei are in the backwards order, because Tishrei is the month of Din. It's Yom HaDin, it's Rosh Hashanah, it's the judgment of the world. Tishrei is all Din. So when you're going backwards, Taf, Shin, Reish, that's the way HaKadosh Baruch Hu wanted to create the world, with Elokim, with strict justice. But says the Tikkun Zohar, but Hashem added the Yud to Tishrei, it was Taf, Shin, Reish, and then he added a Yud. That's Hashem ultimately adding the Rachamim into the world, so that the world can actually make it and will be able to last. But here HaKadosh Baruch Hu now is coming to tell the Aleph that in your humility, in this whole concept, you didn't think you were worthy. You know what? You're more worthy than all the other letters because I'm going to make really great stuff with you. It says the P'tikei Chotam, V'hine kishnit bonen. If you look a little bit closer, B'mamat Aleph, Hi Ma'ala Gedolah. You should know that the Aleph is really a very high level. The Ikar Netinat Torah by Tchila. Anochi Hashem Elokecha. He says because the Ikar Torah, meaning over here, they're saying that the Aseret HaDibrot, which really symbolizes Hashem coming down, the great revelation at Matan Torah, that starts with the letter Aleph. That's the Anochi. Ve'od HaTorah Nikret Or, and also like the first creation, Vayi Or, the Or is the Torah. Nimtza Malat Aleph Yoter Mi Bet. He says Aleph really is greater than Bet. The Afa Pisha Nivra Olam Bebet, that even though the world was created with Bet, Harei Tanai Hitana Kadosh Baruch Hu Im Lo Yikablu Yisrael Torah Yachzor HaOlam LeTohu Vavo. So he says, because a Tanai was given, Hashem made a stipulation with the world that if we don't keep the Torah, the world will destroy itself. It'll go back to Tohu Vavo. So it's true that HaKadosh Baruch Hu created the world with the letter Bet, but really without the Aleph, if we don't accept the Aleph, and if we don't accept the Or of the Torah, if we don't accept the Anochi Hashem, the Ten Commandments, if we don't accept Matan Torah, then the world will stop existing. So it's kind of like a fake. The Bet gets like the glory. You know, Bereshit, he writes, is the Bet Reshit. The Bet is in the very beginning. It gets this like great glory that the world is created. But really, the Aleph, which made itself smaller, Hashem wants the humble ones. And the Aleph made itself humble. So, what greatness did HaKadosh Baruch Hu do for the humility of the letter Aleph? So the answer is that if not for us accepting the Torah, everything would go back to the way it was originally. So really, everything is based on the Torah and us accepting the Torah or on the light of the Torah, and without the letter Aleph there would be nothing at all. So the Bet gets the glory, it's true, but the Aleph is humble and it's humility. Hashem is saying, in your humility, you really are the greater one. You're the one that's compared to the Anochi, you're the one that's compared to the Torah, you're the real oneness, the whole world really relies on you. Shabbat Shalom.